Hey watch aficionados, I hope you're all doing magnificently. Getting a video out today, July the 26th. I'm still getting used to looking down on a watch and having a date after spending such a long while wearing my 5-digit no date. It's still strange for me to have a date. But guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, it's steelmoon_watches, and obviously if you're not following me on this channel, and just follow me. You know, that's another thing. I do really need to address what I'm going to do with this channel, because at the moment I'm not buying watches. I mentioned in my previous video that I have added a watch to the collection. Did I say it was a Rolex? Yeah, it was a Rolex. It was the watch of the Dark Lord. Yeah, it was a Rolex. So I am going to reveal which watch it is soon. Honestly speaking, I'm very happy with the watch I have, but I'm just still being 100%. I'm just still being 100% because the last thing I want to do is do a reveal and then maybe switch something. But I don't want to reveal too much information there, because I could still hint accidentally which watch it is. And I've had quite a few of you message me on the old IG chat saying, Mike, which watch did you buy? It's killing me. I need to know which watch did you buy. And to be honest, I really miss that watch. I can't wait when I do go back to Dubai to get that watch on the wrist and start wearing it. I was thinking, is that a fly or is that part of dinner? I think it's dinner. I was thinking about bringing that watch with me here to Poland, where I am at the moment, visiting the partial motherland. It is, should I say, the particular watch, a slightly louder watch. And I just thought, you know what? I don't really need to. The things I'll be doing over my summer break really aren't revolving around the watch thing. They're just not. And that's part of the reason why all I packed with me was the Apple Watch, the Ultra 2, whatever it's called, and the Panerai. Come with me, Panerai. You're doing this with me. You've got a GMT function. You look great. Domed sapphire. Rock and roll. Let's go. And that's all I've needed. You know, I've been going back to some of the old places in Poland during my visit where the watch just makes no sense. Just chuck on the Apple Watch. You're going to be playing, and I think I mentioned it in a previous video, you're going to be playing with some big dogs. Like some of my family, they got some big dogs, and I'm talking like German Shepherds, Saint Bernards, mountain dogs, and these guys love to have a little chew on your arm. Friendly chew, but suddenly your whole wrist in their mouth. So I thought, nah, let's just keep it simple. So that's what I've been doing, and the Panerai has been great for that. I am looking forward, when I do go back to Dubai, to getting the new Rolex on my wrist, and I think the way I'll appreciate the new Rolex is by choosing when I wear it. And I was talking with someone just the other day, and they said, you know, it's good to have like the watch that you have, which is great for all occasions, and then you've got your more blingy watch, and then you've got the sort of the more realistic day-to-day watch of, you know, let's just say the Apple Watch type stuff. You know, the one thing I don't like about the Apple Watch is, you know, call me maybe a conspiracy theorist, but maybe there is an element of radiation with the Apple Watch. You know, there is an element of that. You know, a battery strapped to you all day, I don't know. It is a good thing. Has it passed everything? How well curated are the checkups? I really don't know. And sometimes I think about that. But what's been nice about the Apple Watch is to consistently wake up every morning knowing that I've got 5.5 hours sleep when I'm here with the little one. I know I mentioned in my previous video that I sold off quite a lot of my watches for refurbishment. Now what I've done from a cheeky standpoint is I left my wife in charge of the refurbishments, and I've taken the youngest with me, my little 4-year-old, to Europe because I don't have the patience for refurbishments. I've got too much going on anyway, and dealing with a bunch of people who are around my house smashing things up and wiring and whatever. I can't deal with it. So I think I've got away with it quite easy. But then again, I just don't need the constant clash with the missus of how we should do stuff. Do it your way. I'm going to be happy with it either way. You know, I'm a solitary creature. I don't need much to please me, just a basic home and nice watches. But you know, that's the whole point of the refurbishment, to make it not basic and to make it nicer and everything else. So I think I've got away with it quite well. You know, we have the daily chats, or the chats every few days, about how the refurbishment's going. My question goes probably as far as to, how's it going? Good? That's good. Yeah, I'm with the little one here, suffering, you know, playing it up. Saying that, when you're traveling with a little one on your own, I mean, okay, grandma helps, but it's tiring. Like, you need a holiday from it. Anyway, back to watches, because kind of talking about myself there. You know, when you come back to Europe and the weather's like this, you sometimes think to yourself, how long could you do Dubai for? I don't know. Like, I've been in Dubai for a long time, like talking 13, 14 years now. And the speed at which that time has gone by is crazy, it's phenomenal. But what I did want to talk about watches is when I did come here to Europe, I thought, you know, which watch would be good? Which watch would cover all bases? And, you know, there was quite an easy conclusion there. There was quite an easy conclusion for which watch would probably be the best one right now where I'm sat. And it would be the Black Sub Date. It would be the Black Sub Date. The Black Sub Date covers all bases so well, but it doesn't do anything in particular supremely well. But it just does everything well, right? And that's why it is like the BMW 3 Series, or whatever you want to call it. It's just a great all-rounder. But for me, I just didn't want that whole doing everything okay or doing everything quite well anymore. I didn't want that, you know. If it's your one watch collection sub date, yeah, it's great, you know. But you know, maybe one day I'll get a sub date again. I don't know. I have mentioned in my previous video that I could pinch my wife's one. I don't know. Could pinch my wife's one if we change her one, if we upgrade her watch and whatever she might have after that. It's all right. I can inherit. I can live with that. I can inherit the Black Sub Date. You have this, and see how you get on with it. So yeah, guys. Quite a few of you have messaged me in the Instagram comments or in Instagram chat about the watch I've collected, and I really do hope I don't let you guys down with what I selected. You know, the caveat is that it is my watch. It's what makes me happy. Quite a few of you are quite close to knowing what it might be. I say close. I'm not saying you've nailed it. I'm saying close. It's just a great watch. It's a great watch. It really is. I still sometimes look at these watches that we're all really into. I still sometimes look at them and go and think, is it really worth that money? Like, is it really worth that money? Like, I'm quite a simple character, quite a simple guy. Like, having a watch worth, I find it strange wearing a watch worth more than £5,000, to be honest with you. Like, it's just in my head. Like, I find it strange, and there's people out there who don't. I mean, look, when you sort of peel back the layers of it all, it's just a watch on your wrist, right? And it's just crazy to think that watches now are 10, 15, 20k. Like, now everyone's trying to weigh up or size up the GR&R, the new, I hate the name, Bruce Wayne. And they're saying, is it worth more than a Pepsi? Where is it? I still think it's going to be Pepsi, Batman or Batgirl, whatever, and then the GR&R, because it's just the GR&R is just the black. It's just the watch that they had before with a little bit of grey on it. I don't see it. I think the hype thing is like that. Interestingly enough, I just remembered, I got the wife got a call from the Tudor AD for the new Coke GMT. So she quickly messaged me. Oh, she's doing all the refurbishments. She was like, oh, by the way, this is available. Do you want to take it? I said, you know what? What's the price again? I asked them what the price is again. And they said something like £3,500 And I thought about it. I really did. I thought, Do I see that value in that new Coke Tudor? It's nice, but you know what? If anything, what I've been monitoring in the Tudor world for the last year is there are a lot of people stuck with Tudors they don't want, like loads, and they're selling way below or significantly below list price. So I think I can probably snipe that Coke Tudor, that Coke GMT at some point. Maybe I'll snipe it. I'd say probably 30-40% under, 30% under list. I think I'll snipe that, because for that price it's a very, very good watch. And you know, when you're traveling the world, you know, you're not always in the most glamorous places. Even when your end destination is going to be glamorous, you're not always, because if you're going to have any fun on your holiday, you're going to go to places that aren't so glamorous. You're not just going to have a glamorous holiday somewhere, from glamorous to glamorous to glamorous. Somewhere you're going to go down some route which is, you know, grey. So you might as well just have a watch which is just like under the radar, and you know, you lose it, you live with it, you lost it, whatever. And I think that's where the Tudor GMT or a Black Bay 58 or something really shines. Granted, you might fall into the whole thing of forging all your best memories with the watch, but so what? So what? That's another thing, you know, memories with watches. I used to be this whole big guy on gotta wear this watch for that particular occasion, or this, or oh yeah, I was wearing this watch when that happened. And does it change how you look at the watch? Maybe, because us watch idiots, we'll tell ourselves any story to either keep a watch or add a watch, and maybe possibly to sell a watch. I know people who've sold watches because they're going to watch this video and they're going to say, you bastard. I know people who've sold watches because during the time they had a particular watch, something slightly bad happened, or you know, they become superstitious, or oh, it just reminds me of a bad time. Whatever, come on mate, you had an amazing watch, and you know you had an amazing watch, and they agree like, yeah, it was an amazing watch. So we tell ourselves some strange stories to, again, I say, keep a watch, sell a watch, buy a watch. We tell ourselves some crazy stuff. And that's what I'm trying to get away from me. Because you know what? I think for a while, I became a bit of a dopamine addict. That's what I think. I think for a while I became a dopamine addict. Buy this, research that, buy that, this, buy that, get the dopamine hit, buy that. And then you keep searching. I seriously did. So I've taken a step back from it all and just learned to be content. You're bored with this watch today? Take it off. Stick the Apple Watch on for a few days, come back to this when you're going out for a nice evening dinner with your friends or your partner. You're dressed up nicely. Yeah, I'm gonna put the nice watch on today. You feel completely different about the watch. Take some nice pictures with your friends or your missus together when you're out and the watch is there. Yeah, that looks really good. Go home, put the Apple Watch back on. There you go. Don't have to wear it day in, day out. You don't have to like wear it to get potatoes from the supermarket. That's where I think I was becoming desensitized to what I was having. I was becoming desensitized to how great the watch was. There you go. It's like living in Dubai, for example. I've become completely desensitized to Lamborghinis, Ferraris, all of the above. I see them, I don't even give it a second look. Whereas you get other people who are tourists and they see it and it's like pictures, snap, walking around, filming, selfie. Me, I see it. Like, even if I landed in some huge fortune tomorrow, I don't think I'd want to go and buy a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. It doesn't excite me anymore. Like, you know, probably something just very big and comfortable. I'd get, you know, big SUV. So I think some people can fall into that in the watch world. And, you know, I might get loads of shit in the comment section about it, but in terms of the Instagram messages I get and some of the chats I have, some of the chats and exchanges I have with people, believe me, it happens. It happens. It's well worth taking a step back to understand your relationship with the watch hobby and whatever materialistic hobby, because there's that whole hedonism thing. Anyway, without turning this whole video into an intervention of sorts, it's just me sharing a little bit about the more refreshing outlook I have now on the watch hobby and the watch world. I was talking to another big YouTuber in the watch world just some weeks back, maybe a couple of months ago. He invited me to go with him to Watches and Wonders. Yeah, Watches and Wonders. I couldn't be bothered though. And he said, you know what, I'm the same. I'm not into it so much. I've kept 2 watches. and the rest I've just bailed off. He kept himself 2 watches, I think. He's got other priorities, you know, kind of still onto the channel, but just to keep the channel up and running, you know. So, and I just thought, you know what, it's not just me, it's him, it's people in the messages that I speak with. It's happening. I think it's a strange thing. Look, it's a beautiful hobby. I'm not taking away from it. It's a lovely hobby. I love watches. But I think there's still a correction happening on the whole pricing thing. I still see every sort of couple of days when I do look at watches, prices are coming down a little bit, like Hulks now. Hulks have come down a lot, like Rolex Hulks have come down a lot. Still not enough for me to sort of snipe one, but they've come down a lot. Even if I did buy one, I wouldn't never enjoy it. So, but it's just interesting for me because it's just still interesting to see the market, to watch the market, you know, and all that. But guys, I think that's kind of all I wanted to go into. I have no idea what I'm going to label this video as, because it was a bit of a soundboard download for all of you guys. But again, just me sharing a little bit about my journey on the whole watch front, enjoying the garden here, seeing from a distance some of the planes taking off, which is nice, and yeah, just appreciating the simple stuff. So guys, drop your notes in the comment section. I look forward to reviewing some of it. I'm starting to enjoy doing the whole channel thing again. I'm getting some decent views and interactions. It's becoming quite fun. It's becoming a bit more focused. I don't feel so much pressure in terms of before of having a new watch or adding a new watch or reviewing a watch or talking about a watch. Now it's kind of more about the journey, and I think there are quite a few people that are into that. So that's a good thing. So it gives me incentive to just continue it. Cool guys, have a great Friday. Maybe I'll post this today, maybe I'll post this on Sunday, I don't know. I think I'll post it today. It is what it is how it is, and that's that. Thanks guys, speak soon.